Say them a rasta, and them not know about Jaja.
Say them a Muslim, and them not know about Utala.
Say them
don't seduce to reduce my knowledge, because I will always break those barriers and break down bondage. Oh Lord God Almighty, grant me all privilege. You see, I have to overcome all the wicked, them and them false things. I have no white God, don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. If a white God don't bless, so him not blesses. I have no white God, don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. If a white God don't bless, so him not bless. I want what is rightfully mine, so me not stay mute. Your system is designed to distract me from the truth, but it will come to pass. I know not to the youth. In the process of time, we will know the truth. To give we white God to praise in slavery. The doctrine follow on in the black community. The black messiah you try to shield with fantasy, but we not gonna make you destroy the love with luxury. That's why you have to touch home. I have no place in Babylon. As I go, they make me victim of their unjust action. Oh God, I won't be conquered in this region. Oh yes, I have to stand and go strong. Don't tell me of your white God, don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppress? I am no white God, it's just a black messiah. A white God that bless you, him not bless. Oh, me face contact with anger, cause that no right. Oh, good all things good and valuable must be white. So what about the black that did the most in life? You want your white supremacy, watching me as you change the version of the Bible. Who you watching? Remember I know the evil won't go unpunished. Bear your iniquity, you have no wisdom or wit. All evilous people shall sink in I have no white God, don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. If a white God that bless, no him not bless his love. I've no white God, don't tell me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppress? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. If a white God that bless, so him not bless. Cause when I tried this like Moses with the rod, with one strong bucket till Almighty Father God is the only second party. Dance his love, free guide me through the darkness where the Eden dodge. There wasn't any doubt, but a voice that made to shout, behold, Jaja, you have complete the road. I have no white God, don't tell me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. If a white God don't bless, so him not bless his love. I've no white God, don't tell me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppress? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. If a white God don't bless, so him not bless. That's why me want what's rightfully mine, so me not stay mute. Your system is designed to distract me from the truth, but it will come to pass. I know not to the youth.
More Lions organisation is about to interview Reverend Canon Eve Pitts. This interview is in regards to a recent YouTube video that was put out, COVID-19 response. So we have, thank you Reverend Canon Eve Pitts for coming today.
Without thinking about the vaccine and its implications. I'm not a scientist, clearly, but I thought about it enough to say, okay, the choices are between certain vaccines. which one should I take? Do I take it? I know it's not the perfect answer to the problem that we face, but I also have to say, what is the alternative? Now that's my personal decision. That is my decision.
Yeah, but that's a personal decision of yourself and not seeking God's answer, because you keep on saying your personal decision.
I will not justify my position. That's the position that I have. I've taken this position after a lot of thoughts. Not because it doesn't mean I haven't got faith in God, it doesn't mean I don't trust God. I just know that there's a reality that faces me, and that was the decision that I made. And I made it very clear that I wasn't here to tell anybody what to do, and I made it very clear in that video. It's entirely up to every individual to arrive at this, whether they are going to do it through biblical passages of the scripture, or they're going to do it from a political, scientific, or all three together. That is entirely up to them. I made a decision, I will stick by it, and I know enough to know that nothing is ever easy.
Scriptures already tell you about things that are happening today. So it shouldn't really come as a surprise, because we don't know how it's going to happen, but these have been predicted in the Bible for years and years and years, that there will be signs and wonders. So when these things start to take place, as a woman of God, yes, as a human side, you have a right to be scared, you have a right to be fearful. But then back to your spiritual self, and you put on your spiritual armour now and empower back with your prayer.
You walk within the armour of God.
Yes.
You walk with the armour of God.
Yes.
You know.
And you speak and you fast. Absolutely. And you pray and you read your scriptures. You mingle with other Christian brothers and sisters, and each one builds each other. You know, that's how it's supposed to be, because you're a great lady of God. And you know, scriptures say, you asked about words, can I trust? You know, and am I safe? Then you're supposed to seek refuge in the arms.
God is my refuge, my strength, and
every present trouble. Yeah, in times of trouble. Yeah, who shall I fear? You know.
But I still maintain that if the people I deal with are in a different place.
But we're not talking about the people here. The people are not.
But I'm speaking to them.
No, but we're not talking about you speaking. No,
I want them to understand that it's okay at times.
Yeah, but you're not saying that. What you're saying in this video, what we're speaking about, fair enough, you've got a congregation. Now, if I have a congregation or I've got people that I'm leading, I have to be that light.
Really, just coming to the point that I was asking, I want to ask is the fact that you said it is a personal decision you made, and the fact that it was then a public forum, it went to a public forum. There is a great concern, I think, for myself, and to say that if we are of faith and we're seeking God, and I think one thing that you said, people have to make their own decision, but because the fact that you place yourself in that position you're saying to help people who were scared, didn't know where to go. I think one of the things is that God always states to us is that we have to seek our own salvation in fear and trembling. And with that is we also have to seek knowledge. Now, there is so much information out in the public domain that tells us exactly what was and is to come, and that in us seeking and asking, we will find the knowledge of truth. Yes. Now, for me, I have seen, and I've done my own research, and following what is truth, what is conspiracy, but I also feel that what we need to be doing, because what is happening, that we are now in a position where we are rising up against each other. Those are for and those are against. And
I want to
give the people strength.
Yeah.
So the power is invested in you through the Most High. So if you're weak, then I'm just saying to you, or scared, then obviously, and you're projecting that you're scared or you're weak, then basically your people, your congregation, your family tree, your members, young or old, because you have a lot of family members older than you, and you have a lot of family members younger than you, and everybody's looking up to you for the truth and the inspiration and strength of God. But then if you're not projecting that strength of the Almighty, then that means how do the people believe in God in these times when it's detrimental to know that it's scary times, people are dropping down like flies, and it's crucial that we don't die because we are Africans.
Can I say something?
Let me just finish putting my answer. As we know, we don't die, we live on. It's life after life. It was the European ideology what says obviously we die and deal with death. Now, overall in Africa, we know that we pass on, we're just here to do our works. So, as we're here to do our works, we put our faith and trust in our Supreme Creator who brought us here to do our mission. But then if you're not projecting that strength of the Almighty, then that means...
and nutrition. I'm sorry, it took so long because I knew that is the angle that we could take, because a number of doctors right now, there is a division between two sets of doctors, one who is in cahoots with the pharmaceutical and another who is going through diet and nutrition. So if we went to where people of vitamin D coming straight from the sun, but if we ate the fruits that are peculiarly endemic to giving us the health that is divinely put there in Genesis 1 verse 29, it is the herbs that are for the healing of our nation.
Kingston, check. St. James, check.
Check on yourself, or no reckon yourself. Don't be reckless. Depend on your meds, don't depend on the meds. That to the health check. Look in yourself if you know the word and the sentence. Supreme Ventures represent, and that to the best bet. We are the lucky 5, 666, nothing try. 7-star I'm in a general. If you bring 8 to I go for 9. 9 times myself and know itself. Page time I keep potent. Book a rules, kill the Baphomet to a lion party you go Ted. Lion out, man, I chant all night. Install 5G, could do back my line. Still a call upon the Lord, all day me a die. Price for a change might cost my life.
Might cost my life, but me now stop till them all pay the price. It might cost my life, but me now stop till the people get why. It might cost my life, but me now stop till them all pay the price. It might cost my life, but me now stop till the people get why. Heads of government I make big speech. Design a suit, but them still cheaper. Late night in a bed I build sweat. I still a mention all the youths, them a ill treater. Until them build a clinic for with sickness. Well clinical when me a sing fit. Small like still a chop big tray. From the AM to the PM to the MP. It might cost my life, but me now stop till them all pay the price. It might cost my life, but me now stop till the people get why. It might cost my life, but me now stop till them all pay the price. It might cost my life, but me now stop till the people get why.
Bro, I ring on my phone, I pick it up, yo, so why pre? Come a day like what, no place them locked down, can I go road with my team? And the boy them tell me them bad, but them do bad like COVID-19. And some of them just stop bait from what they try control them hygiene. Ain't enough we sleep all day and all night, we a scope and IG. Them say a scientist and some said them know a 5G. Them say a population control and a cure a vaccine. But one thing I know, the rich I go rich and then the poor I go feel. Alright then arm's length, then another arm's length. Way before a cough, politician in a mask, well, biological warhead, I wouldn't put it past them. All I know is that Lysol couldn't wipe all of them lies off, so it might cost my life.
It might cost my life, but me now stop till them all pay the price. It might cost my life, but me now stop till the people get why. It might cost my life, but me now stop till them all pay the price. It might cost my life, but me now stop till the people get why. I put my life on the line for this. The people on my shoulder for strength and my spine for this. Deep in the yoga, take control of my mind for this. Living like a soldier, I know me design for this. Till the fight is over, see me on the front line. I risk my physical enclosure, similar to how Christ did it. Enough of them to know Selassie is the Almighty, with the power of the Trinity residing inside of it.
In the midst of this pollution, there is one solution. The only resolution is a revolution. Constitution of the youth, that mean a destitution. Educational institution, only teaching prostitution. This illusion mixed with unfair wealth distribution. New world order, Freemason, Rosicrucian. Cancellation, fuck 5G installation. One drop, 5Gs, that's a precise execution.